Right now, we actually got Mr. Gautam of Sheela Foam joining us. Mr. Gautam, now, despite the economic slowdown, you've actually managed to post the best revenue growth in 5 quarters. And then, for Q4 as well, do you see that being better than even what we've seen so far? Talk to us about the growth trend.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. I must confess that a considerable amount of that growth comes from the acquisition made in Spain, which was completed on the 14th of October, so that quarter kind of added to that. So this will then be a continuing story, so that growth over corresponding quarters will always be there. But the local Indian markets, we've also registered some growth, small, but it is there. So growth is going to continue because Spain is going to be there.
Is there any impact of the corporate tax cut as well, Mr. Gautam? If you could quantify that for us.
So corporate tax, of course, we have opted for that option, and that has added to the bottom line for sure. However, is it incentive enough to go and invest? Probably not yet. We still look for the consumer demand going up, and then the investment will come. But I think the time is there, and we should be making some investments in this year or in this calendar year.
Let's understand the very basics of the mattress market. You have a replacement market and you have a new market, the fresh market. Given what is happening to the housing demand and given what is happening to the pockets where you cater, how are you growing when the real estate sector and the housing sector is not growing?
So let's just understand this, that there is a huge part of the country which still sleeps on some kind of cotton mattresses or dharis or chatais, and they are constantly converting to a modern mattress, wherever we are able to reach out and wherever we are able to talk. So that's the bigger piece. Of course, the existing modern mattress market, there are the two aspects which you talked about. One is housing growing, and the other is people replacing the product. To be honest, the industry has not done enough on enough working on trying to replace products. We still believe that there is enough virgin markets to cater to. So in spite of the slowdown in the housing sector, the growth has been primarily this conversion from the unorganized rural market, rural products to a modern mattress that is taking place. And we have in the last year introduced at least 3 products which cater to that, which are a little lower on the price points and still have enough value to deliver and help people convert that.
Percent is what you've clocked in a quarter where slowdown in a sense had an impact on consumption and human behavior. Things are looking up. Now, bad has not become worse, thankfully for all of us, but bad will not become great. We are somewhere in between where things are inching higher. When will that translate into numbers for you?
So I would look at it from the first quarter of the next financial year. Though whatever time has passed as far as this quarter is concerned, the trends are positive. And I'm saying it not only with the addition of Spain, but otherwise the trends are positive. So therefore, I think the sentiments are changing very slow. Unfortunately for us, at least the budget did not do, didn't kickstart as we expected from it. Though there were some signs of some increase in custom duties on footwear, on furniture and mattresses, which would help, let's say, the local consumption to go up, of polyurethane foam for the local manufacturing to go up. So I think some trends, some positive movements, definitely not moving the other way around. And my expectation is that from the first quarter of next financial year, or it should really become much better. I can't say kickstart, but become much better.
Okay, what about, the companies that were complaining about the GST rollout and the kind of impact that's had? Just talk us through, some of the implications of that, how that's affected the business.
So GST rollout has impacted two ways. One, definitely it is helping the unorganized sector to become a little more compliant with the payment of taxes, etc. But please appreciate that 70-80% or 90% of India was in a kind of an unorganized segment, where cash used to rule, and to get that compliance going, one can only see a trend, but a very small change that is happening. It will take time. GST, there are many people who question whether for a country like India, even if it was the right kind of tax or not. But I'm not questioning that. I'm just saying that the basic nature of it, which is taxing everything at the last point, just because that in between, right from manufacturing to the consumption, there is a absolutely unorganized part, or the informal part of the economy which is there. However, it is happening, changing. People are becoming more and more wary of this fact that it's no longer advantageous to evade and avoid, and the government is also trying to plug the loopholes. I think the biggest advantage will come when it is the whole process and the structure is simplified. Where we would have one rate of tax, we have a far simplified version of tracking down evasions, etc. That's when the advantage would come. Government is moving towards that, but I guess it has its compulsions,
All right. Fair enough. Thanks, Mr. Gautam, for joining us this morning. Okay.